video is a long awaited, very wanted video. This video is my Harry Potter video question and answer. So to cut a long story short, for those of you who have just clicked on this video randomly, hello, my name is Afshan, and most of you guys would know me from either Instagram or more famously being in Harry Potter. I played Padma Patil, one of the Patil twins in the Harry Potter films, and the majority of my fan base, my incredible fan base, is from that, are Potterheads and are Harry Potter fans, which I'm so grateful for and so lucky for. And I get asked every single day questions and questions on Harry Potter, so I just thought I would do one video to kind of answer everybody's questions and, you know, once and for all just kind of answer them, and then that's that. So without further ado, let's get started. Majority of the questions were, how did I get the role? I've answered this before on a lot of Q&As, but for the purpose of this video, I was 15 in year 10 of secondary school, which I don't know for anyone else abroad, but yeah, I was 15 in year 10 of secondary school, and my school were holding open auditions, and the casting agents of the films came over to my school and kind of said, anyone who wants to audition, go after school and go and audition. And yeah, so me and my friends, as a joke, we went in after school, and then 12 auditions later they told me I got the role on my 16th birthday, and yeah, it was the best present ever. I remember being told I beat, I think, 8,000 people for the role. They auditioned 8,000 girls all across the UK, and I don't know how, I just luck, I got chosen. And yeah, when I think back, I just think, wow, like, yeah, the rest is history. I got a call on my 16th birthday in the morning, kind of afternoon, I was having lunch, and they were like, is this Afshan? I was like, yes. And they were like, we've cast you, you've got the role. I remember dropping my plate, screaming, and my mum coming running like from upstairs, like saying, who's died, because I was literally hysterical. And then my dad had to speak to them and be like, yep, pack your stuff, you're moving to London. And that's where my journey began, at the mere age of 16 years old, a birthday that I will never forget. Also, on the last audition of the Harry Potter film, of the Harry Potter audition, the last audition, they were all twins in the audition room. Every single person that was in the final audition were all identical twins, and obviously in the book, Padma and Parvati are identical twins. And in the audition, they were all identical twins. And then me and Shafali, and we were both like, yeah, we ain't gonna get this. And everyone had been to drama school. I'd never done drama in my life, apart from the kind of compulsory subjects that you had in school. I'd never taken it on as a career. I never kind of envisioned me ever to be an actress or anything like that. So yeah, so the whole room was full of twins, and they kept calling me. So the director who was in the room, the agents, they kept calling me through and pairing me up with different, like, one person of each twin, which was really weird. So I'd be sat there and they'd call in like one half of a twin, and I'd be like, this is a bit weird. And then me and Shafali, and then they were like, because obviously I'm from Manchester, Shafali was actually from Birmingham, and they were like, can you do a Birmingham accent? And I was really good at accents. Like, why did you get the role of Padma and not Parvati? Good question. So I got the role, I got cast as Padma Patil. As you Harry Potter fans know, there are two Patil twins, Parvati and Padma, and I got cast as Padma because in the Goblet of Fire film, which is important to say, I actually started at Goblet of Fire, so I got cast on the 4th Harry Potter films. That's where I started. In the Goblet of Fire film and books, the Yule Ball is a main kind of scene, main event in the films, and Padma and Parvati obviously go to the ball with Harry and Ron. I was actually taller than Daniel Radcliffe, who plays Harry, so I couldn't be Parvati because I would be dancing with Harry, and yeah, that would just look really weird if I was cowering over Dan, whereas Rupert was actually taller than me, so it made sense, and Shafali, who got cast as Parvati, was shorter than Dan. Did you get to keep your wand? No, I didn't. I've said this before, there's always like a wand police guy, always kind of stood at the end of set when they say cut and we leave set. There's always like this wand police, and he was called Gary, and he would literally, we'd have to hand in all of our wands to Gary. And did you take anything from the set of the movies? Yes. Can't believe I'm saying this on camera, but yes, I did. I took, I'm not going to say stole, I borrowed, one day I'll give them back, I'm sure. I took, Padma and Parvati had these two kind of earrings. I took two of them. I took a necklace, we had like a pea necklace, and we had like rings as well. So I took my jewellery. What else did I took my name from my dressing room. Did I take anything else? No, I don't remember taking anything else, and I think I'm going to stop there just in case I get in trouble for taking anything. Who is your favourite character from Harry Potter? My personal favourite character is Neville Longbottom. I absolutely love Neville. He's just the cutest character in the books, and I love how he evolves throughout the whole films and books as well, and how at the end we're literally cheering on with him. So yeah, Neville's my favourite. Of all the Harry Potter movies you've done, what scene of yours did you love the most? Great question. Can I say two? For sheer kind of like my best memory and my best kind of moments on set was definitely the Yule Ball scenes. For me, the Goblet of Fire was kind of my entry into the Harry Potter world, was where it all begun. So for me, the Yule Ball scenes, all of them, was just amazing. Personally, and kind of for my career as well, it was so like poignant, and like it was just so memorable for me. I think to see everybody out of Hogwarts uniform and in kind of dress robes and a different kind of costume was really, really funny, and we've just really enjoyed it. I mean, just looking back now, we were so young, and we were kind of just like going through it all together. So for me, Yule Ball scene definitely was one of my most favourite. Another scene, which is a really random scene that nobody kind of would ever think that I would enjoy, was, I can't remember which film, I'm sure you guys will tell me down below, comment down below which film this was in. But there was a scene where we were all kind of in detention from Umbridge, and we were all kind of doing our exams, and Fred and George come in and kind of chase Umbridge out of the Great Hall with a massive firework dragon. And for us filming that scene, honest to God, this is the reason why I still remember it. It was my most favourite scene, because all we were doing was screaming and laughing, and I don't know what it was, we were all hysterical. We were all kind of like screaming, and the director was like, more laugh, more run around, and it was so much fun. All the kind of desks had these little holes in, and air would blow up kind of all the papers so that everything was like carnage. And I think we had like one shot to do it because obviously of the mess that you create. So I just remember us all just going absolutely hysterical. Who among the cast were closest to you? I got a lot of them questions as well, like who are my friends. Obviously Katie and Bonnie, who played Cho Chang and Ginny Weasley, are two of my best friends. Scarlett, who played Pansy Parkinson, she's one of my closest friends. I was messaging her yesterday, and whilst I was filming, majority of you will know, I was very close to Daniel Radcliffe. Me and him were very close friends, and yeah, he's mentioned a few times as well. We were very close. And you know what? we were all close, we were all the same age, we were all going through this once in a lifetime opportunity. There was not one person I actually didn't get along with. We were all chilling out after filming, going to eat, going to the movies, you know, doing things together. It was, honest to God, one of the best times of my life, and I kind of grew up with them. As much as I had friends in school, the majority of my kind of childhood was filming. So the friends that I made on set, as cliche as it sounds, we are and will be always part of each other's lives. Obviously people drift off and people move abroad and they live away from you. However, the power of social media makes sure that you guys can never actually lose contact. So yeah, we're really lucky in that sense, and only the people that were kind of together only know kind of like what we went through. So yeah, I had lots and lots of friends. Who else? Oh, I spoke to Alfie, who played Dean Thomas, like 2 weeks ago or last week, because he's just got a new show out, so I was like speaking to him about that. So yeah, I have lots of friends, and you all know. If you could play any other character in Harry Potter, who would it be and why? Okay, I would either have to be like Bellatrix and be like a really badass kind of like evil character that is so not me, and I would just love to play her, and she has the best one-liners ever. Or I'd love to play Luna Lovegood, because she had the best costumes on set. Ivana, you know, you had the best costumes on set. They were wacky and wonderful, and the kind of like lion's head that she wore and all the outfits. Yeah, Luna, she was a very whimsical character, and I'd love to play her. However, I could never do Luna justice, obviously, like Ivana. Ivana is Luna. So what do you miss most about being on set? Oh, this sounds so cliche. Like everything that I say kind of sounds cliche, but I'm genuinely being serious. I miss the people. I miss just hanging out with the best people ever, and kind of being a part of something that's so, like, when you're in it, you don't realise what you're a part of and how big this is. However, looking back now, I just miss it all. The crew, and honestly, the crew, we just had so much fun. The food on set, ask anyone who was in the Harry Potter films, ask anyone what the food was like in the canteens and offset. I put on so much weight because I just ate every second that I could. And yeah, the food on set, the people, filming, just being a part of it all. I was in this kind of like bubble where I just didn't want to kind of get out. But yeah, I miss everything and everyone. It's so cliche. Was it fun to learn how to waltz for the Yule Ball, and who did you get to dance with? Okay, so fun fact, I obviously, as you guys seen in the film, Ron didn't dance with me. However, we all had to learn the waltz for the Yule Ball. Everyone got given a CD with the music on. We would have a choreographer who would literally teach us the waltz every day. We would practice with each other, and then come to the scene. I didn't even dance, so yeah, but I knew the dance, I knew the waltz, so I would help the people. And then another fun fact is I actually did get to dance in the mosh pit. We got to dance. We had to change our kind of costume so that nobody would spot us in the mosh pit when Jarvis Cocker was kind of on the band. So yeah, I got to dance in the mosh pit, and also at the end you can see me in the back kind of dancing with a Durmstrang. Did you wish you could have been a Ravenclaw in the movies like you are in the books, or were you glad to be a Gryffindor? Well spotted. So for the Harry Potter fans that are loyal to the story, in the books, Padma Patil is in Ravenclaw, and in the films, I was a Gryffindor. Now, the story about that was, so I was in Ravenclaw in the books. At the auditions, Mike Newell, once we first got like the role, me and Shafali, who played my twin, it's clear to say we look nothing alike. Nothing alike. And because we were new characters being introduced to, you know, the fourth film, Mike, the director, and the producers didn't want people to be like, who are they? So he put me into Gryffindor so that in every scene we would be together, and as we were walking around, you know, with that "Hi Harry" that we would be saying in every scene. So yeah, he put me into Gryffindor so that we would be together, and kind of so that the public and fans would know that we were the Patil twins. So it just made sense for me to move over to Gryffindor, which I'm actually happy about because I did take the Pottermore test and I am a Gryffindor. What was your funniest moment behind the scenes? Oh, funniest moments. Honest to God, when you're in set for 8.5 years, so much stuff happens that you can't remember. James and Oliver, who played the Weasley twins, they obviously are the biggest pranksters in the film, but also offset, they'd love to bully me. So if you ever kind of ask James and Oliver any questions, ask them how and why they bullied me throughout the whole film. Well, it was all jokes and banter, all out of love. But yeah, they would do the funniest things to me and say the funniest things. So yeah, something to do with them. How did they film the Mad-Eye Moody spider scene with you? Ooh. Can I tell you? Yeah, I'm sure I can tell you now. It was ages ago. So in the 4th film, Mad-Eye Moody, obviously there's a scene where a massive spider gets put on my arm and it's crawling on me. As real as it looked, it wasn't real. Okay guys, I'm sorry to say, it wasn't real. It was CGI and I had to pretend and act, which goes to show I was acting with nothing on my arm. Yeah, so I just had to kind of look and pretend there was a spider on my arm, and then when I saw the actual film and how big they made the spider, I was literally like, oh my god. But there was no way in anything that a real spider was going to sit on my arm. Hell no. So yeah, that was CGI and it was done very, very well.